if our time is ours to waste, to leave behind a better place, then I need nothing more than life with you.
With Kawhi Leonard leaving Toronto to go home, all eyes are on Spicy P, Pascal Siakam, to lead the Raptors this coming season. It's a lot of pressure for a guy who 3 years ago, most basketball fans had no idea who he was. But the Raptors are confident enough in his ability, so confident they signed him to a 4-year max contract extension on the eve of the regular season. Josh Lewenberg has more.
Like the rest of us, the Raptors don't know exactly how good Pascal Siakam can be. After all, few expected him to become the player he already is today. From Cameroon, where he didn't even start playing the sport until he was 18, to NBA champion, a budding star, and now a max player. So it would be foolish to put a ceiling on him now, which is exactly why the Raptors felt comfortable betting on him.
Yeah, first day of practice, his first year here, I said, that's a max player if I ever saw one. No, I love what he says about it. He goes, this is who I thought I was going to be. I'm not, why you guys all acting so surprised? This is kind of how I always saw myself. And I think that goes a long way. I continue to say he's been blessed with an incredible motor, right? He's got a motor not only to play in games with tremendous energy, but to do his day-long work with conviction and pace and
he works at it, so it's not like he doesn't work at it and all of a sudden, like, no, because he works at it, obviously, and the team and the system he has around him is going to be great for him. But let him be Pascal Siakam. Don't make him be someone that, other name, whatever. No, let him be Pascal Siakam, the best version that he can become, because I know he works and he's really good at it, and he does a lot of things on the floor, but I don't want him to try to be someone else. So I think it's great that he'll have that. He have our confidence, our trust, and we'll protect it on both ends and make it easy on him.
If Siakam didn't get his extension before Monday's deadline, he would have become a restricted free agent next summer. The Raptors could have waited until then to sign him, maximizing their cap space and also giving themselves another year to evaluate him. That they chose to lock him up now speaks to how much faith they have in him, but it also sends a message. They see him as a cornerstone of their future. Josh Lewenberg, TSN.
That's that deal in just a moment. But first, the biggest rookie extension news over the weekend came from the defending champion Toronto Raptors. The Raptors signed Pascal Siakam to a contract extension worth a projected $130 million over 4 years. Siakam's agent tells our agent Wojnarowski and Zach Lowe, this man right here, this is max money, but not max years. Zach, you've been on the Siakam bandwagon for a long time, since the jump. Are you entirely sold on Siakam as a max player?
Spicy P.
Yeah?
I'm driving the bandwagon. I have the keys to the bandwagon. I am sold. I mean, the rookie, the first max you can sign is the smallest one, right? It's 25% of the cap now. Maybe there's what some GMs are calling the Darryl deduction coming because of the China stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think that's pretty safe. I think he's going to score more this year. He has a chance to be one of the 10 or 15 best defensive players in the league. He can create off the dribble. I think he has a chance this year to make All-Star, All-NBA, and All-Defense. I think that's how good he can be.
There were players last year, this makes total sense, and I think safe is the word you use, Zach, which makes total sense. There were guys in his locker room last year, maybe not all of them are there anymore, who thought he was going to be a big step forward player this year. And they thought that, I know, during the conference finals last year. So as far back as May, they were saying, okay, he's going to be a guy that we have to keep. He is going to be a player who takes a big jump. And if you project that, I mean, both executive staff and people in the locker room, then it makes all the sense in the world. As a matter of fact, it would just not make any sense if you didn't do it.
And he's of the age, too, I think he's 25 or 26 now, where this deal is going to carry him right through his prime. It's a perfect age range. And I think without Kawhi this year, he has a chance to average 20 points a game. He's going to bump up his scoring. He's going to have a big year.
He's just such a hard worker. I had a couple of their games last year, particularly during the postseason, and Nick Nurse told me that 2 years ago, that after they got eliminated, the next day he was in the gym and he was shooting threes. He had shot 22% that year. He got up to 37% last year. He told him he had to shoot 350 of each particular shot, and he was doing that once a day for 3 days. And then he bumped it up to 2 times a day after that. So, yeah, this kid is he's all in on just becoming as good a player as he can be.
And he's got an incredible story. Started the game late, went to college, barely recruited, really. Didn't play much early in his college career. I think he might have been redshirted. I can't remember off the top of my head. and now he's a max player in the NBA. It's an incredible story.
What's important here too is that
It's hard days and it's hard months. Sometimes I don't know what to say, hits me all at once. My pride is getting in the way and I'm on the run. Scared that things are gonna change, what will I become? No, I can't take it sometimes. That's why I dive into rhymes, that's why we dive into lies. We digging deeper inside, we try to keep up with life. We hide our pain from the light, do what we can to survive. But no,